Alright, I'm in my little studio slash workshop here. It's a little messy because my band's been gigging a little bit, and we just kind of throw our stuff in here and then bring it back and take it and leave it and all kinds of stuff. So here's my version of the Jack White triple jet guitar that I made out of an Electromatic double jet. I put the Gretsch logo inlay here. There's a little bit of a drip on the paint there. It's not a big deal. It's not really that noticeable. I drilled out a little wider. Let's try to get it in focus here. Okay. I drilled out a little wider for Imperial tuners. A truss rod cover. Didn't do anything to the fretboard. Here's the wood pick guard that I made. Each pickup selector switch. These are TV Jones Classic Plus, Classic, Classic. And each one of them has an on-off switch. The down position is on and the up position is off. This is the on-off for the MXR micro amp that I changed to a toggle instead of a stomp switch. Try to get it in the light here so you can kind of see how the paint is. It's shiny, but I left it a little matte. I did the finish sanding, but I didn't polish it very much because I kind of wanted it to have a sort of a matte finish. I don't know if you can see it or not, but you know, it's not a big deal if you can't. And here are the knobs. The controls are master volume, master tone, MXR gain. And I put, of course, a Bigsby B7 on. And then I converted it to a floating bridge. And I had to sand a whole lot off of it to get the action right because it was way too high because the neck is set further down. And this is a ABM roller bridge. I did this binding myself, and there's a couple spots that aren't perfect, but I'm not too worried about it because it's my first big mod project, and you can kind of see the little shine on it there from the light. You know, I didn't polish it very much. I did a little bit. It could probably stand a little bit more polishing, but that's not an issue for me right now. On the back, a little bit loud here, but I made my own serial number, and that sticker is kind of puckered up a little bit, and I'm not sure why. It just kind of done it. On the back of the headstock here, I had to grind these down because they really wouldn't fit together, so I had to grind just maybe a 1/16 of an inch off of each one. The neck I left really matte because I like that kind of smooth natural feel. Although it looks really shiny in this light, it's a little more matte than it looks. And on the back, you can kind of see where I didn't grain fill, and you can kind of see where the dips are in the wood there. Again, not a big issue for me. Maybe one day I'll get a real professional looking finish on this because I just got a compressor for Christmas and I bought a paint gun for it, so maybe one day that I'll get to do more. This is what I had with me, and I like it a lot. Kind of that matte natural feel. But anyway, here I made these covers myself out of clear acrylic from Lowe's. And I spray painted the back of them. I mean the front of them. No, the back, I'm sorry. I spray painted the side that goes, the side that you don't see. Just like they do the pick guards. And I countersunk all the holes. The routing's not perfect. I would never ever advise you to route free-handedly without a cutout to use or a template. Here's a little bit more routing issue, but I think it looks alright. There's that, and it's a little wide here, not very wide here. It's not a big issue. But there's an overview. The next video, we'll do a sound sample.